Good afternoon, race fans, and welcome here to Michigan for race number 15 of the 2016 NASCAR XFINITY Series season. As we are live here at Michigan getting ready for a 20-lap race, the Menards 200, presented by Valvoline. This will be a 20-lap race, 40 cars lined up on the grid, getting ready to go green for the 15th time in 2016, and leading us down to the green flag will be the reigning Cup Series champion, the number 18 of Kyle Busch. On the outside, the number 16 of Ryan Reed, who scored his best career starting spot, second today at Michigan. Rig number 2, you had the number 33, Paul Menard, won this race 2 years ago, alongside the number 20 of Matt Tifft. And rounding out your top 5, one of the fastest cars this weekend, that number 6 of Darrell Wallace Jr. Now, you talk about Kyle Busch on the pole, running double duty this weekend, as he will also compete in tomorrow's Sprint Cup race here at Michigan. But he's not the only guy running double duty. You have the number 33, Paul Menard. He will also compete in tomorrow's Cup race, along with the number 88 on the grid, driven this weekend by Kasey Kahne. Chris Buescher also running double duty. But then you got a guy like the number 22 of Brad Keselowski. He's running triple duty. He ran in this morning's truck race and got second behind John Hunter Nemechek. We'll see if he can get a little bit of redemption and put his number 22 discount tire forward in victory lane for the third time in 2016. Ty Dillon is your championship point leader, a 20-point lead on Eric Jones. Right now, 5 drivers have clinched a spot. 5 drivers have 5 Xfinity regulars, I should say, have scored a win in 2016. Ty Dillon, Eric Jones, Daniel Suarez, Chris Buescher, and Josh Berry, and that was the command to fire up the engines. At the top of your screen, your starting grid will roll across the screen, and we will take you to the green flag when we return. All 40 cars rolling off pit lane onto the racing surface, being led by the number 18 of Kyle Busch. One win this year, and this is Busch's 3rd pole of the year. He scored the pole at Phoenix and Charlotte. Looking for win number 2 of the year. He dominated Phoenix earlier this year, got the win. That is his only win this year. Joe Gibbs Racing has 4 cars entered this weekend, and 3 of them starting inside the top 6, with the number 20 of Matt Tifft and the 19 of Daniel Suarez. Outside the top 6, you have Cole Custer, Kasey Kahne, Josh Berry, and the number 2 of Brandon Jones. Then you have Ty Dillon, Brad Keselowski, Eric Jones, Ryan Truex, Brendan Gaughan, Cale Conley, Chris Buescher, and James Buescher. Justin Allgaier also running double duty, and the number 21 of Blake Cook. He will round out your top 20. As we take a look through the back of the pack, you have the number 97 being driven by Garrett Smithley. He also running double duty. He ran in this morning's truck race and got a top 20 finish for the Miller brothers. We'll see what he can do today for Baker Racing as they come out of turn number 4. They see the green flag in the air. And we are underway here from Michigan. Kyle Busch, Ryan Reed, front row, and they race down into turn number 1 and already making it 3 wide. That's the number 62 of Brendan Gaughan. Down in the turn number 1 they go. And we have the 15 stopped on the track. That's Cody Ware. Not able to get going. That will not bring out a yellow. Coming off turn number 2, they're almost 4 wide. This may bring out a yellow. And Wallace up to 3rd place, now challenging 2nd. Down in the turn number 3, and Josh Berry about to get turned. Dillon up the track into Matt Tifft. That will bring out the yellow right there, and we are racing back to the line with Kyle Busch, Darrell Wallace, Paul Menard, Cole Custer, and rookie teammate Josh Berry. Your top 5. We are on the yellow early on here at Michigan. The 15 of Cody Ware does not get going. Stalls right near the finish line. And then a big wreck back here. The 20, Matt Tifft, had a great run. Another guy who ran double duty, ran the truck race this morning, and had a great run in qualifying, but he's damaged. The 14 of J.J. Yaley, driving the 14 this weekend for TriStar Motorsports, involved in our yellow. Jed Burton's on pit road in the 26, and the 3 of Ty Dillon involved, and Ty Dillon has taken his car behind the wall. His day will end early on here as well. Your championship point leader and one of the two Xfinity regulars who have already clinched a spot in the playoffs with 2 wins. That's the Ty Dillon and Eric Jones. Let's go back and see what put us under yellow. And they're racing 3 wide. They're racing too aggressively for no reason. I mean, lap number 1, you see Brad Keselowski's going to get into Ty Dillon and pretty much gets Dillon sideways. And they go up into Casey Kane, but Matt Tiff, the real big loser, the wrong place at the wrong time. And nowhere to go with the 14 of Yaley, the 26 of Jeb Burton involved, and just nowhere to go for the 26 to 14 or the number 20. There's Smithley going around Burton. Carl Long's in the grass. But mainly just a little bit of spin for the number 97, but Matt Tiff completely damaging the number 20 car, and his day it appears it will end early on here. Now the 15 of Cody Ware is already about 3 laps down, so if he is able to return to the track, he will be a couple laps down, and we may have at least 35 cars on the lead lap when we go back green. We're being led by Kyle Busch, Darrell Wallace, Paul Menard, Cole Custer, and Josh Berry. 15 laps remain here at the Michigan International Speedway. We're back live with the Menards 200, race number 15 of the year, and your defending Xfinity Michigan winner, Kyle Busch, is in the lead. But his former driver in the Truck Series, Darrell Wallace, running in second place. He's never won a race in the series, and a win today could very well help his shot at making the chase. Paul Menard in third, Cole Custer and Josh Berry, Ryan Reed, Daniel Suarez, Eric Jones, Casey Kane, and Brendan Gaughan. Chris Buescher, Justin Allgaier, Brad Keselowski, James Buescher and Ryan Truex, Blake Cook, Ryan Sieg, John West Townley, Cale Conley, and Brandon Jones. They make up your top 20. As we look through your top 25 and into your top 30, Cody Ware back on track. 36th place, 2 laps down. Out of the race in the garage, Matt Tiff, Jeb Burton, and we have a couple of cars coming down pit lane. Is that Kyle Busch? Somebody down pit lane. No, that is the 6 of Darrell Wallace. One of the more fastest cars this weekend is on pit lane as we are going green. With 15 laps remain. Trouble for the number 6 of Darrell Wallace Jr. And trying to get second away now is Cole Custer in that 00. Cole Custer almost won Talladega, which could have got him in the chase, but he failed to win. And even his rookie teammate Josh Berry there in the 7, he got the win at Talladega. And now the 19 of Daniel Suarez. Jones in the middle, Ryan Reed up the track, Chris Buescher on the bottom, the number 60. Making their way, turns 3 and 4. Down to the line, behind leader Kyle Busch, Suarez, and Custer battle for second place. Now Berry will get behind his teammate Casey Kane, pushing Kane in the 88 into 4th place. 3 wide behind James Buescher. He has a runner-up finish here at Michigan dating back to 2012 when he lost to Joey Logano. Ryan Truex, and Buescher also has a truck win here back in 2013, I believe. And he had to beat this guy right here, Kyle Busch, to win that race. Then you have Daniel Suarez now second. The number 19, Aris Toyota. Eric Jones started outside the top 10. He's now up here inside the top 5. And then you have that 42, Justin Allgaier. And the Brent Chevrolet started back in 19th place. He's now worked his way up almost inside the top 10. And a great run right now by that 21, that's Blake Cook, in the new colleague racing team that formed just about a month ago, having a great run inside the top 15. And he's ahead of Brendan Gaughan, John West Townley, Brandon Jones. Some pretty good teams back here. And the top 2 trying to pull away as the 2 Joe Gibbs Racing teammates. Kyle Busch under attack now by the 19 of Suarez, who closes in on the entrance of turn number 1. The number 6 of Darrell Wallace back on track, 1 lap down in 35th place. Remember, he had trouble last weekend, and here comes the 18 and the 19. Remember, and Wallace, he's off pace, man. I think he just came off pit lane, and there's Josh Berry, Chris Buescher, Ryan Truex. Watch out as they try to get around the number 6 of Darrell Wallace. He had trouble last weekend at Pocono, running well, but ended up having to come down pit lane right at the very last lap, with about 2 to go, and once again running up front and has a problem, and he is now out of contention to win, 2 laps behind your new race leader, Daniel Suarez. Kyle Busch down at third, now under tight with the 88 of Casey Kane. Paul Menard now inside the top 5, James Buescher, Eric Jones, Brad Keselowski, Ryan Reed, and Justin Allgaier. Your top 10. Now we've just passed the halfway point in the race, and Suarez and Custer, 2 championship contenders. Custer, a Rookie of the Year contender, up here in second place, battling the all-time winning driver in the series, Kyle Busch. But when it comes to mile-and-a-half tracks like Michigan, you have to put Casey Kane in the picture to win the race, and here he is pushing Kyle Busch down the back straightaway in the turn number 3. Casey Kane, that 88, making one of his very few starts he plans on racing here in 2016. Next weekend, the NASCAR XFINITY Series will be live at the Chicagoland Speedway, I believe. Going to be off to a road course race. I'm not quite sure, can't quite remember the schedule, but all you have to do is look on the website NASCARMockSeason.weebly.com to find the schedule and the upcoming races for the series. I know the Cup Series will be at Infineon, the Truck Series will be at Canada, and I want to say this series right here will be at Chicago. Right now, Custer in the second, Kyle Busch third. Kane's trying to get around that number 18, but he's now fourth and may lose fourth to that number 33 of Paul Menard. Menard and Kyle Busch has won the last 2 races here at Michigan. And outside the top 10, you have Ryan Truex, Josh Berry, Blake Cook, Chris Buescher running in the Cup race tomorrow for the Wood Brothers. I thought he'd be a little bit quicker today, but right now 14th, Brendan Jones, Townley, Conley, Chastain, Brendan Gaughan, and Cole Witt. 84, Mason Mingus, Ryan Sieg, David Starr, Jeremy Clements, Michael Self, Ray Black Jr., Tyler Young, Joey Gase, Garrett Smithley, and Ryan Ellis, Mike Harmon, Josh Wise, Carl Long, Morgan Shepherd, but being led by the 19 of Daniel Suarez out in front of the field. Can he pick up win number 2 and join his teammate Eric Jones as a threat, or as a automatic lock into the chase? I mean, if you win 2 races, you're in for sure, as long as you stay inside the top 30 or top 20 in points. And Kane pushes his teammate Custer out the way, and now look at it, look at that 22. Where did Brad Keselowski come from? He almost won the truck race this morning, but lost on a final lap to the 31 of John Hunter Nemechek. Kyle Busch on the outside, the 88 of Casey Kane, and then he had the 1 of James Buescher, all drafted on the outside lane. They all made past that 22. And then you have Eric Jones, Paul Menard, Ryan Reed, Allgaier, Custer. Custer fell all the way back to 10th place. We have at least 14 cars under a blanket, and all of them can grab a top 10 finish. But the top 3 now pulling away: Suarez, Busch, and Kane. Now Busch, Kane, Keselowski, Menard, they're not running for the championship. Neither is that 42 of Allgaier. Daniel Suarez, another guy who ran double duty. A lot of guys running double duty or triple duty. 19 of Suarez got a top 5 finish in that truck race this morning. Almost won the race. Had a shot to win. Just cannot get it done. Can he get redemption? Right now in the Xfinity race, Menards 200, 4 laps away from finding out who will pick up the win in the 15th race of the year. Can Daniel Suarez hang on? Can the 18 of Kyle Busch get back around that number 19? Busch making the move to the inside, but looks like he got a little bit loose there. Now, we have 4 to go. This is where the caution came out in the truck race. So if we were to get a yellow, we would go overtime. So hopefully these guys will keep it clean and green for the next 3 laps. And they are single file throughout your top 10. First battle is Blake Cook on the inside of Ryan Truex for 12th place. And Busch drives to the inside of the 19 of Suarez. Kane, where does he go? Now the draft is very important here at Michigan. If you make a move and the guy behind you doesn't really go with you, that can affect you down the straightaways as he kicks it into the outside. But Keselowski stays on the inside lane, and that will benefit Kyle Busch down here in turn number 3. Kane will fall back into the clutches of James Busch in that 1, pushing the 22. Now he'll make it 3 wide down the back or front straightaway. Great run by the number 1 of James Buescher. A win today would very well help his shot at making the chase. Keselowski in the 3rd. Buescher now up to 4th. Eric Jones just creeping in on the top 5 in that number 11. He's in 6th. Menard, Allgaier, Custer, and Reed. That is your current top 10 as we are coming to the white flag this time by. Daniel Suarez picked up his first career NASCAR Top 3 Series win at Martinsville Speedway in the Truck Series. And then he backed it up with a win in the NASCAR XFINITY Series here at Richmond about a month ago. A win, or a second win today, would very well officially lock that number 19 into the playoffs. But does Kyle Busch want to steal the win away? Brad Keselowski 3rd, Casey Kane and Eric Jones your top 5, making the way down the back straightaway into the final set of corners. The 18 has a run down to into turn number 3 to go. I don't believe that number 18 has enough momentum though. Making the way into the final corner, off turn number 4, down to the checker flag. The number 19 of Daniel Suarez will pick up win number 2 of the year. Suarez wins the Menards 200 at Michigan. Daniel Suarez will get the job done, and it'll be a back-to-back win for Joe Gibbs Racing. Last weekend it was Eric Jones picking up win number 2 of his season. Now today it is Daniel Suarez's turn. Checker flag for the number 19 of Suarez. And it'll be Kyle Busch will come up 1 spot short 2nd. Keselowski once again had a great shot to win, but ends up getting 3rd. Casey Kane and another top 5 for Eric Jones. He comes home 5th. James Buescher, Paul Menard, Justin Allgaier, Cole Custer, and Ryan Reed getting a nice top 10. Followed by Josh Berry, great run by Blake Cook, Ron Truex, Chris Buescher, and Brandon Jones. There's your winner pulling into his pit stall, going behind the wall for inspection. But Daniel Suarez will join Ty Dillon and Eric Jones as the drivers who have already officially clinched a spot into the 2016 playoffs with a 2nd win. Tomorrow, the NASCAR Spring Up Series here at Michigan will be live for the race, their 15th race of the Cup Series season, and they continue their race to the chase. And we will see you tomorrow, and we hope you enjoyed today's doubleheader. We have the truck race being won this morning by John Hunter Nemechek, and now today, won by Daniel Suarez. We'll see who will win tomorrow in the Cup Series. Until then, congrats to Daniel Suarez on winning the 2016 Menards 200 here at Michigan. Goodbye, everyone.